Football is certainly in the soul. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the North Carolina Tar Heels return team will have that offense backed up. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, what a cut! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can, quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right?
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Finds a man in the middle. Pulled down for the tackle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of the other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Looking to pass. It's high. They're trying to get to it. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The aerial assault continues. Pulls it in. It's Kane. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over the bench and wait for your turn to get the shot.
He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Caught in the backfield. It's quick. Touchdown, Memphis! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Fires it incomplete.
I'm not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Memphis wants to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's high. Working the middle. It's complete. At the 45 on his way. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Memphis. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Gore. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion from the offense. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got it down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. And that pass picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Now facing a third and long. Scanning the field, it's high. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll run it on first and goal. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the upright.
27, North Carolina, 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball.
He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, That's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Memphis picking up the tempo.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Makes his connection. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd and goal where the fire... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. Well, well, well. Somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Finds his target down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UNC.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTSA.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Let's go! Looking to throw, it's high. He looks that one in nicely. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running with power. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen.
The Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Going up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Kane. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
To the air. It's high. Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's quick. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. To the 10. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. He'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do.
And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They're bringing heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Trying to get the edge on the right. Runs through a tackle. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 30. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
He got it.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it left. It's complete. Touchdown, Memphis. And the punishment has been extended.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Western Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly complete.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Goes to the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Second down coming up. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's high. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Got it! Touchdown, Memphis! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field, looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. He's looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest...
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They'll operate out of split backs. To throw, it's high. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. It has been... He must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And the extra point is good, finds his rhythm after shanking a couple. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
North Carolina, 17.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. With the catch, it's Gore. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. The Tar Heels get it past the sticks.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Here we go. They keep attacking through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Dances away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real head.
He'll take a shot. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
61, North Carolina.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session. because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Now sliding to his left. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, keep the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The give as they work on that clock. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They want to run it left here. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The pitch. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. A 3rd and long coming up here. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance in this play.